Hello and welcome to Thought for the Day. I was very fortunate last week to be able to spend a few days down on the Ceredigion coast camping with some of my family. We were in a little site just outside Llangrannog. So on Thursday we packed up our swimming kit and packed lunch and we went down to the beach for the day. And the sea was magnificent, absolutely lovely. Cold, but really smashing to swimming. And we sat on the beach and we read. And I'm not great at sitting on beaches. I did start to get a bit bored, but we got our little dog Baxter with us, and he and I went up all the 132 steps onto the coastal path, and we walked away from all the people. And as you get higher up and further along the coast, the sounds from the beach of all the people diminishes, and what you're left with is just a distant sort of slight roar of the sea and the chuffs overhead. It was absolutely beautiful, and I stopped for a moment and looked out to sea, and it was magnificent. Infinite it appears, doesn't it? Of course, sadly it's not, but beautiful, all hundreds of different colours of green and purple and blue, absolutely gorgeous. And I suppose I had one of those mountaintop moments where you feel very close to a creator God, and I stood and thanked him for this magnificence in his creation. And I looked down and saw little Baxter sniffing around, completely oblivious to where he was, other than what was in the immediate vicinity of his nose. And I thought, thank you God also for our human emotions, that we were able to respond in this way to this immense beauty. And then my joy started to turn to sadness a little as I thought about the places in the world where when you look out to sea, all you can see are bobbing plastics for miles, and where instead of beautiful blue skies you see the black fumes from burning tyres and rubbish. And it did make me feel sad and fearful for the future. I've got children, I've got, hopefully there'll be grandchildren. And as I was thinking about this thought for the day, I remembered back to this sensation up on the cliffs of joy and then sadness. And I remembered hearing something on the radio a few weeks ago. It's a Nigerian poet and author and environmental activist called Ben Okri. And he says that the way we should respond to this environmental crisis is not with fear, but with love. Because fear shuts us down, it makes us passive. We tend to turn away from things that frighten us and pretend that they're not there. Love galvanises. Love makes things happen. He says what we need to do as humans is a conscious evolution. We need to make ourselves into a new species of human beings, driven by love of the natural world and love for each other. That love that galvanises us into a simpler, gentler way of life. Ben Okri is seen as something of a revolutionary in the circles of environmental activism. But actually, what he's saying does sound familiar to me. Don't know about you. This isn't really a new idea, is it? 2,000 years ago there was another revolutionary activist, and he said very much the same thing. Of course, his name is Jesus. He said, love God, and that means, of course, if you love God, you love his creation also, and love others as you love yourself. He also said, learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart. My yoke is easy and my burden is light. And if you do this, you'll find rest for your souls. Simple, humble, gentle lives. Gentle in our impact on the world. Gentle to each other. And I want to just leave you with a little bit of something from Ben Okri. We say that there is a climate emergency, but it's truer to say that there is a humanity emergency. And then he beseeches the earth itself to teach us with your silent wisdom how to live again, how to be simple again, and how to rise to the greatness and sense of universal justice that is our divine inheritance. Live simply, be gentle, love God, love His world, love each other. Thank you.